Help me get through the door. Help me get through the door. Perfect timing, huh? Hey, everybody. I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to do a little internet show for everybody. Hey! It's episode, what is it, 12? Episode 12 of 13 Songs. Let me know if the volume is good. I got this wonderful microphone, right? But the thing is that when you turn it off, when you like unplug it, it resets itself at 0. So you can't leave it where you had it. So I'm guessing this is good. But I'm going to look over at the wonderful Ms. Info, who's right over there, and she's going to look at your comments to make sure that like what I'm saying right now is loud enough. I think we're good. Mm-hmm. We're good. Yes.
Volume's good.
Volume is good.
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. Okay, before we begin, I got to do this first. Make sure I can do it. Just because I need to do this. Wait a minute. Today's theme is body parts. 13 songs where every title has a body part in the title. We're going to have, just so you can all start guessing over there in the chat, just to make it fun, we're going to have 2 brains, 3 eyes, a cheek, 2 faces, 1 hand, 1 heart, 1 foot, some legs, and a bottom. Start guessing. I'm going to say that one more time. 2 brains. This is not in any particular order, but this is what we have coming up for this evening. 2 brains, 3 eyes, a cheek, 2 faces, 1 hand, 1 heart, 1 foot, some legs, and a bottom. That's what's coming up this evening. 3D. Ooh. And we're going to start right away with a foot. We're going to start with a foot, and this particular foot comes from a movie that was from 1984. Can anybody guess what that movie might have been from 1984 that had a foot song related to it? Kind of a chill kind of, a dancey kind of thing about it being kind of, just sort of loose, just kind of like, just sort of foot, kind of loose, kind of, yeah, that's right. We got to start with Footloose because it's Friday. I want you all dancing in your living rooms as best as you possibly can. The coolest thing I found out about this song, apart from the fact that it's a cool song, was that it lost the Academy Award for Best Song in 1984 to Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say I Love You. Yes, it was nominated and Stevie Wonder beat him out. And I think, even though I adore Stevie Wonder, I think this song has aged better than I Just Called to Say I Love You. Why? Because of the goddamn drum machine. All right, here it is. Please dance. Been working so hard. I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling, time's just holding me down. I've got this ceiling, or else I'll tear up this town. So I gotta cut loose, foot loose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. You're playing so cool, obeying every rule. Deep way down in your heart, you're burning, yearning for somebody to tell you life ain't passing you by. I'm trying to tell you it will if you don't even try. You'll get by if you only cut loose, foot loose, kick off your Sunday shoes. We, Marie, shake it for me. Whoa, Milo, come on, let's go. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. You got to turn me around and put your feet on the ground. Now take a hold of it all. I'm cutting it loose, foot loose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. Everybody cut foot loose. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut foot loose. That is so much fun to play. My goodness gracious. It shouldn't be that much fun.
The entire chat room was dancing.
Oh, fantastic. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Yes, in the chat, I don't know if Evo's there, but wish Evo well. He had a little bit of a thing, but I think he's better, so.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat. Everybody give Evo a thumbs up or some kind of doctor emoji or something just to say, just because he's all better now, I think, right? I think he's all better now. Yeah. Tonight we have Diet Ginger Ale with a little bit, just a hint, of cranberry pineapple diet soda combined. A little bit of a nice little rosé happening here. Song number two. Song number 2 is from 1971. It's from the band called The Who. Yes, the band, not yes, but The Who. What? Not the guess, but the yes and The Who. It's The Who, and it's Behind Blue Eyes. And the thing about this song is it was covered by Limp Bizkit in like 2002 or something for the movie Gothica, a Halle Berry movie, which was not a really great film. But they covered the song Behind Blue Eyes, but they skipped the B section. They skip the bridge and the whole second half of the tune. Like the whole point of the song is what happens in the sort of B section. When I clench my fist, crack it open, that's the redemption of the song, and they skipped that whole part. They just did the verses and the thing. So awful, so awful. So here it is. I figured I'd do it on piano just to mix it up a little bit, but this is from The Who. This is Behind Blue Eyes, Eyes, body part. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. My fist clenches, crack it open before I use it and lose my cool. When I smile, please give me some bad news before I laugh and act like a fool. If I swallow anything evil, put your fingers down my throat. And if I shiver, please give me a blanket. Keep me warm, let me wear your coat. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. Such a pretty song at its core, you know? And then you just get the bashing of the Who, and it's just a wonderful, lovely thing. Just a wonderful, lovely thing. We're gonna keep with the eyes. And we're gonna go to 1981, a duo, a band that was probably had the most #1 hits in the 80s, I think, out of anybody, I think. Hall & Oates, that's right. Private Eyes. Private Eyes. Hall & Oates are so great because they write these wonderful, catchy tunes that have singable hooks and melodies that are fantastic, but they have some really jazzy chords that are thrown in there as well. They love to do stacked chords. A stacked chord is a chord that doesn't have the root in its the root in its bass. We've talked about this before. So like, this is a C chord, right? C, and you put a C in the bass. If you put a D in the bass, all of a sudden you get a very different kind of flavor. They love these sort of stacked chords, and this song has an F over a G. So it's an F chord, right? But it's an F over G. and it's such a cool sound. They also have A flat over B flat, which again, instead of just a B flat chord or an A flat chord, it's an B flat over A flat, which is such a it's this jazzy chord, but it's in a total pop tune, and it's wonderful. So here it is, Private Eyes, and please, during the private eyes, I'm watching you. Please do that at home, because that'll make me happy. Or clap little emojis or whatever you need to do. So here we go. All right. I see you, you see me. Watch you blowing the lines when you're making a scene. Oh, girl, you got to know what my head overlooks. My senses will show to my heart. When it's watching for lies, you can't escape my eyes. Private eyes, they're watching you, and they see your every move. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you. You play with words, you play with love. You can twist it around, baby, that ain't enough. Cause girl, I'm gonna know if you're letting me in or letting me go. Don't lie. When you're hurting inside, you can't escape my private eyes. They're watching you, they see your every move. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you. Don't you try to put up a front for me. I'm a spy, but on your side, you see. Slip on into any disguise, I'll still know you. Look into my private eyes. They're watching you, and they see your every move. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, and they see your every move. Private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you. Ooh. So cool. They have this major 7 chord in there instead of an A flat. It's an A flat major 7. It's just such a prettier chord. It would work. I see you, you see me. Watch you blow in the lines would totally work, but blow in the lines is so much prettier. So much prettier. Private Eyes, okay?
So much clapping in the chat room.
Yay! Good. That's the way to get an ovation, the cheap way to get an ovation. Clap. Song number 4. Song number 4, you know, I had to do this song if we're doing body parts. This is Hand, and I had to have a song, you know, by the British Mop Tops, the 4 famous British Mop Tops, and their iconic song about holding hands. I mean, I have to do it, right? I have to do it. So feel free to sing along. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to play Big Brother, but I've just seen your date outside. He's with another. I saw you both come in, and clearly you're not meant for him. So please, please hold my hand. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. I want to tell you I'm in love with you completely. I'd like to take you far away from here discreetly. Our love was meant to be, and darling, it's a certainty. So please, please hold my hand. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. the kind of guy who likes to play Big Brother, but I've just seen your date outside. He's with another. I saw you both come in, and clearly you're not meant for him. So please, please hold my hand. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. Hold my hand, hold my hand, woo, hold my hand, and I'll see you home. If JD's in the chat, I'm sure he gave it away as to what that of course is the Ruddles. That's the Ruddles. Neil Innes from All You Need Is Cash, the Ruddles documentary. Oh my gosh, it's such a great song. It's such a great song. And it's the Ruddles. It's not the Beatles. It's the Ruddles. Absolute. If you've never seen the Ruddles documentary and you're a Beatles fan or even a casual Beatles fan, watch all of the anthology. Watch the entire Beatles anthology and then watch the Ruddles thing. And it is so smart and awesome and wonderful and brilliant. Okay, that was the hand. Now we're at the heart. And the heart, are we okay? We good? Volume's good? Everybody seems happy?
Yes.
Okay, feed is good. Don't forget this thing is here. If you want to throw a few bucks into the hat, a few shekels into the goblet, a few drachma into the pot, that makes me very happy, and it's all fun. So this is from 1982. This is the most, I'd say this is the most pop this band ever got. This is the most pop that this band ever tried to be. Maybe one other exception, but it's from the album Beat, a little band called King Crimson, and it's got the word heart. There's a bunch of songs actually with heart by King Crimson, which is kind of fun, but this is Heartbeat by King Crimson. One of my favorites, and they play around a lot with sort of the rhythms and downbeats, and there's little secret bars of 7 in here that you would never really notice, but they're all over the place, and it's just kind of fun. So here it is from 1982 and the band King Crimson, which at the time was Adrian Belew, Robert Fripp, Bill Bruford, and Tony Levin, just a quartet. Here's Heartbeat. I need to feel your heartbeat, heartbeat, so close, it feels like mine, oh mine. I need to feel your heartbeat, heartbeat, so close, it feels like mine, oh mine. I remember the feeling, my hands in your hair, hands in your hair. I remember the feeling of the rhythm we made, the rhythm we made. I need to land sometimes. harmonically simple for King Crimson. It repeats the same words 3 times, which is kind of cool too, but boy, there's just something to it. Listen to Bill Bruford's hi-hat in that song. It's really interesting how it's sort of this consistent quarter note, even against the bars of 7 and bars of 9 that happen. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, moving along. That was a heart. So we've had what? We've had some face. No. We've had a heart and foot and eyes. Now we're at face. Now we're at face. And I wanted to do this one. This is a song from 1942, originally from a Disney movie called Donald Duck in Nutsy Land. And this is the only Donald Duck animated film to win an Academy Award for Best Animated Short. It's the only time Donald Duck won. It's in 1943 Oscars. The animators won an Academy Award, and there's a song in it which, before the movie was released, was recorded by Spike Jones, and it made it all the way to number 3. And this is called Der Fuhrer's Face. And I want you to join in if you possibly can, but maybe you know it, maybe you don't. By the end of it, you will. When the Führer says, "Wie is the master race?" Sing Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace, so we Heil, Heil, right in the Führer's face. When Herr Goebbels says, "We own the world and space," we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. When Herr Göring says, "They'll never bomb this place," well, we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. Are we not the Superman, Aryan pure Superman? Yeah, we are the Superman, super duper Superman. Is this Nazi land so good? Can you leave it if you could? Yeah, this Nazi land is good, but I would leave it if I could. We bring the world to order. Heil Hitler's world to order. Everyone in the foreign race will love their Führer's face when we bring the world disorder. When the Führer says, "We is the master race," we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. When the Führer says, "We are a great disgrace," then we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. All right, you know what to do now, so you can do it. Now here's the thing. Be socially distant if you're going to do this, because you're going to be spreading some droplets all over. So if you're alone, feel free to do it. If you're with someone, maybe separate yourselves, or find a secondary sound that you could make instead of or if you just want to, you can just do a hand gesture. And any hand gesture that you think would be appropriate for this song that is talking about the Führer's face, feel free to do it, all right? So I want to hear it. Maybe there's some emoji that's appropriate as well. But here we go. We'll do the first verse. Ready? Here we go. When the Führer says, "We is the master race," sing Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace, so we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. One more verse. When the Führer says, "We is the master race," we Heil, Heil, in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace, so we Heil, Heil, right in the Führer's face. The Führer's Face by Spike Jones reached number 3 on the charts. You can find on YouTube the original cartoon. It's pretty good. There's a couple. There's some racial stereotyping that's in there, as is unfortunate, but it's actually, you know, Donald Duck has a nightmare that he's in Germany, and it's pretty cool that way. The first time I heard that song or knew that it was a thing was on the show MASH. Hawkeye just sang the verse for a second. I was like, what's that about? So, Spike Jones. Without Spike Jones, we wouldn't have Stan Freberg, and without Stan Freberg, we wouldn't have Weird Al. So, Spike, cheers. We are at song 7. By the way, By the way, wait a minute. Happy birthday, Scott Morgan. Scott, are you there? Are you watching? I hope you're watching.
Yeah, he is.
Scott, happy birthday. Everybody wish Scott a happy birthday. He's tuning in from the West Coast. Did I miss some info?
No, I was going to tell you, wish him happy birthday.
Oh yeah, Scott, happy birthday, Scott. Cheers, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing your day or your Friday night with us over here. We're at song 7. We're on another face, and this is a totally opposite face from the previous face. This is by James Taylor. This is called Your Smiling Face. It's from the album JT. And this song is interesting because it changes keys three times or twice. It starts in E, and then we go to G flat, and then we go to A flat. But it's not at the end of the tune. It's like the whole song is transposed twice. It's pretty cool the way it happens. So see if you can notice where those key changes happen. We go from E to F sharp to G sharp, or from E to G flat to A flat. That's how I'm thinking of it. It's kind of neat. Here it is, James Taylor, 1977. Your Smiling Face. Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself because I love you. And when you give me that pretty little pout, it turns me inside out. There's something about you, baby. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can grow stronger every day. How much longer? I thought I was in love a couple of times before the girl next door, but that was long before I met you. Now I'm sure I can't forget you, and I thank my lucky stars that you are who you are, and not just another lovely lady set out to break my heart. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can grow stronger every day. How much longer? No one can tell me that I'm doing wrong today. Whenever I see you smile at me, no one can tell me that I'm doing wrong. Whenever I see your smiling face, no one can tell me that I'm doing wrong. Whenever I see you smile at me, no one can tell me that I'm doing wrong. No, 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 no. No one can tell me that I'm doing wrong today. No one can tell me that I'm doing wrong. From 1977, Your Smiling Face. I have a very fond memory of playing this song at a wedding in on Connecticut. That was a fun night. Moving along, that was Two Faces, but not two-faced. Now we go to song number 8. Don't forget, if you can, please throw something over there. If you would like a PDF copy of my book, Spiritual Healing Through Colonic Regularity, let me know and I'll send one to you. Throw me some bucks and I'll send you a PDF of that. Just let me know in the notes of the thing or whatever, or just email me and I'll gladly send it out to you. Here's a tune by a band who used MTV when it first arrived to its utmost. And if you had to bet money on what existing band that was already in 1982 a bit of a legacy band, a little bit of a legacy band, who of those pre-existing bands that had a career before MTV were going to thrive within MTV and get more popular than they ever were, I don't think you would have picked this band in the top 50 examples of who you thought it would have worked out to be. Can you guess? Body Parts? MTV? Who's it going to be? I'm stroking my beard. That's right, ZZ Top and Legs. ZZ Top. There's no way ZZ Top should have taken advantage of MTV, a visual medium, as well as they did. But they had a gimmick, they had a look, their videos were consistently cool, their songs are phenomenal. And this song, Legs, stretches outside of the blues realm. So in blues, we have a 1 chord, a 4 chord, and a 5 chord. Well, they add this minor 6, which totally changes the flavor of the song, but still allows Billy Gibbons to just do his Billy Gibbons growly, solo-y kind of thing. It's awesome. Here it is from 1982, I believe. I forget which album this is off of, but Eliminator, or whatever the heck it was called. This is Legs. She's got legs. She knows how to use them. She never begs. She knows how to choose them. She's on the leg, wondering how to feel them. Would you get behind them if you could only find them? She's my baby. She's my baby. Yeah, she's all right. To a fanny. She's kinda jet set, trying to do a panty. Every time she's dancing, she knows what to do. Everybody wants to see if she can use it. She's so fine. Yeah, she's all mine. How to use them. She never begs. She knows how to choose them. She's got a dime all of the time. Stays out at night, moving through time. Oh, I want her. Shit, I got to have her. Yeah, it's all right. She's all right. Do 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 do. That song is surprisingly high to sing. And Billy's got the voice, man, that gravelly thing, and it's just so great. Plus, the official lyrics don't say that he says shit in that last verse, but he totally says shit. Shit, I got to have her. They say, said I gotta have her. He says shit, and that used to make me so excited when I was 12 watching on MTV. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Shit, I gotta have her. And that video, there was something about that video that really, as a prepubescent 12-year-old, just, there was something about it. I don't know if it was the ladies in the changing room or what, but it was, yeah. All right. Moving along, away from Legs, to a cheek. Irving Berlin, in 1935, for the movie Top Hat, wrote this song. It's called Cheek to Cheek. And I just wanted to do it because I love it, and it's so cool. And what's really great and strange about this song is it's 3 parts. Normally you would have the verse, which no one sings anymore, and then the chorus, which is what people sing. So like that's like all the standards or the chorus part. This thing has no verse. I mean, I don't think it has a verse, but it has the A section, the B section, and the heaven, I'm in heaven, and then it goes to, oh, I'd love to climb a mountain, and then it goes to dance with me, I want my arms around you, and then it goes back to heaven. There's 3 parts. It's very strange. It's like A, B, C, A, which is strange for a standard from the late 30s. But I just love it. I think it's really fun. I'm gonna do my darndest to make it sound nice. So. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arms about you. The charms about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing. When we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Isn't that lovely? It's just so lovely. And the fact in the movie The Green Mile that it's used to such effect. I don't know if you've ever seen The Green Mile, but oh my gosh, heartbreaking. 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 So that's a cheek, which is good. I go back to the zero and we do the thing. I hope.
Raisa said she was singing along.
Yay! Yay. Boy, we're flying through. Okay, and since we did a cheek, I thought it would be kind of good to also do a bottom. See, because it's like, yeah. Here's a song off an album called Jazz, which had no jazz on it. It's from 1978, or very little jazz anyway. This is by the band Queen, and this is Fat Bottom Girls, a song that I just love. It's just great. You have to kind of ignore certain aspects of it. Not necessarily, but I figured Freddie's singing it, so it's okay. Freddie's singing it, so it's okay. What's interesting about this particular song is that it's in drop D. You might have heard, I just dropped my my E string from E, from here, down to here, D. So a D chord would sound you sort of wouldn't play your E string when you play a D chord, but when you drop that lower string, now you get, which is very standard, very common now. It's a lot, especially in metal and rock tunes. A lot of Seattle stuff had drop D because it provides this power chords. But in 1978, I think this is one of the very first songs that had drop D that was popular on the radio. Kashmir by the Led Zeppelin. That's like an open D tuning, so it's not really drop D, but that was on the radio. But apart from that, I was hard pressed to think of a song that had drop D tuning in the late 70s that was as popular as this particular song was. So, and what it does is it gives you that fat bottom that you want, as it were.
A lot of the chat room guessed that might happen, that song, Fat Bottom.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Yes, it's hard to think of another song that's got the word bottom in it. Apart from the Spinal Tap song, Big Bottom, which was inspired by this. The guys in Spinal Tap said they were inspired by Fat Bottom Girls to write Big Bottom, which we'll have for probably another show at some point. But here it is. And then the chorus is you can sing along and do the harmony parts. I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with big fat Fanny, she was such a naughty nanny. Hey big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. I've been singing with my band across the border, across the land. I've seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way, but their beauty and their style went kind of smooth after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every night. Come on, oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside the red firelight. Mortgages and homes, I've got stiffness in my bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality. I tell you, I still get my pleasure, I still get my greatest treasure. Hey big woman, you done made a big man of me. Oh, you gonna take me home tonight, please? Oh, down beside that red firelight. When you give it all you got, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. One more time. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight, please. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, when you give it all you got, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah, fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. Fat bottom girls. That low D just makes it, done it? Done it, just make it. That low bloody D. All right. Whew, that's so much fun. Okay, In picking the songs for this evening, I realized there's a lot of songs with eyes. There's a lot. I had to like not choose so many songs I wanted to do that had eyes. Otherwise, it would have been all eyes all night. Maybe that'll be a theme at some point. All eyes in the title. But I wanted to do this one. And this is from 1986, a two-lettered title, album title. Can anyone guess? An album from 1986 that had two letters in its title. That's right, Peter Gabriel's So. And this is In Your Eyes. In Your Eyes. Of course, this song is particularly cool for me because it was the first rock gig I ever played in college with my band. The first sort of band I ever formed outside of high school, which was like, high school wasn't that was just a one-off thing. But in college, the band Mr. Brown, and there might even be 3/4 of the band could be involved tonight. I'm obviously here. Chuck Donchez, CJ Steinway's in that band. John Sidoti, who has been tuning into some of these. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but John, if you're there, and Carl Eisenhart was the fourth member guitarist. I don't think Carl's in there. But the four of us had a gig. We opened up for a piano player named Carl Rosen. We played in the gym at Johnston Hall. It was actually a great gig for a first gig ever. We played 5 songs. We played Comfortably Numb. We played Broken by Bob Dylan. We played Freebird, the one and only time I've ever played that song in front of people. We played an instrumental by Carl that was called Red Hot Rider. He wrote an instrumental. How ballsy is that? We're going to do an instrumental. We're going to do an original instrumental as an opening act. I love it. And the 5th song we did was this song, In Your Eyes. Chuck sang it, but I got to do the harmony parts, and I really enjoyed it. So here it is from So. Such a pretty song, and I'm going to try to do it some justice here. So here we go. Love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they returned, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reached out from the inside. The heat, I am complete in your eyes. You see the doorway, 1,000 churches, your eyes, the resolution of all my fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. Love, I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired working so hard for our survival. I look to the time with you to keep me awake and alive. All my instincts, they returned, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reached out from the inside. Oh, in your eyes, the light, the heat, I am complete in your eyes. I see the doorway to 1,000 churches, your eyes, the resolution of all my fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light. light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. Saboy, silampa chitanga. Saboy, manga chibi. 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 In your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. Yusu Endor singing vocals there at the end. So cool. Mm?
Fun fact from Randy from Beatnik Turtle.
Oh.
Okay, he said that every album Peter Gabriel had before this one had no title, and they forced him to have something, so he chose the shortest one he could, and that's why it's so.
Excellent. I also heard it was short for sellout, which he did as a joke, sort of, because it was all more thing. Also, what's really cool is he wanted to have In Your Eyes be the last song on the album. But because they were still pressing vinyl, and because the bass is so prevalent in that song, Tony Levin's brilliant bass playing, they had to move it to the center of the vinyl album. Otherwise, it would have messed up the frequencies, and it would have skipped the needle would have jumped out of the record because it was so. So they had to move it to the beginning where there's more, I guess, edge or whatever the heck the deal is. So it's the first song on the album instead of last. But when he played the concert recreating that record a couple of years ago, I went to that show. Kiki and I went to that show. It was really, really fun. He did In Your Eyes last, which was really cool. So, yeah, two more. Here's a song. Give me 1 second here. Here's a song, also an old song from 1937. So this is another sort of standard classic kind of thing that's from a movie from 1937. Or it's actually from a movie that's from 1939, sorry. It's written by Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg. Yip Harburg is one of the greatest songwriting names of all time. Yip Harburg wrote the lyrics for this, which is great. And it was originally called I'm Hanging On To You, from a Broadway musical called Hooray for What? But it was cut from the Broadway musical Hooray for What? And when Arlen and Harburg were asked by a film studio to write some songs for a film they were putting together, they took the melody from that, wrote new words, and it became If I Only Had a Brain. So this is If I Only Had a Brain and Heart. So we got brain and heart in this song. Here we go, number 12. And listen to the rhymes. Listen to the rhymes in here. Listen to what he rhymes the word deserve ya with. What does he rhyme the word, those two words, deserve ya? He's got to rhyme something with that. And what does he do? Listen to what he does. It's so frickin' great. It's so great. I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching, although I'd be busy hatching if I only had a brain. I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. Good one too, my gosh. With the thoughts I'd be thinking I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could things of things I've never thunk before. And then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a muffin, my head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. And perhaps I'd deserve you and be even worthy of you. Oh, if I only had a brain. When a man's an empty kettle, He should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be a human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, I'd be awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and that boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me on a balcony, a voice above sings low. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? I hear a beat, how sweet, just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I could stay young and chipper, I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thunk before, and then I'd take some time and think some more. I would not be just a nothing, my head all full of stuff and my heart all full of pain. And perhaps I deserve you and be even worthy of you if I only had a brain and a heart and a brain and a heart. Ugh. Worthy Irvia. Come on! How great is that? The thinking individual. Yeah, every riddle. I'd unravel every riddle for any individual. Oh, it's such a 1930s kind of way to do it. It's so, so good. So, so good. And here we go. All the way to song number 13. Are you still with us? Are we still there? My goodness, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. Please throw a few bucks over there, PayPal or Venmo. Makes me very, very happy. This last song is actually a little bit of a medley because you have to be a bit of a medley. And if we're going to do something from The Wizard of Oz about brains, we have to do something from this band about brains. And this song was originally called Lunatic. And when the album was released, it was changed to Brain Damage. That's right, the second to last song on Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It's going to be Brain Damage followed by Eclipse, because Eclipse is the perfect way to end this night talking about body parts and songs. I hope you're all safe and well and good, and yes, make sure that's good there and this is good here. Here we go. From 1973, originally called Lunatic, this is Brain Damage. Is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass, remembering games of daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. Lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor, and every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. The lunatic is in my head. The lunatics are in my head. the blade. You make the change. You rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. There's something in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tune, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. All that you touch, all that you see, all that you taste, all that you feel, all that you love, and all that you hate, all you distrust, all you save, and all that you give, and all that you deal, all that you buy, beg, borrow, or steal, all you create, and all you destroy, and all that you do, all you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, all that you slight, and everyone you fight, all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon. Ooh, trippy, baby, trippy. Thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate it, guys. Next episode, I don't know what the theme is, so please suggest a theme for episode number 13, lucky episode 13. In the chat right now, suggest a theme, or go to the comments in the YouTube and suggest it there as well. That'll be easier for me to find, or on my Facebook page or on my Twitter or whatever. Just at me and just say, let's do hashtag 13 songs 13, and that'll be the theme. Whatever you want to do, and I'll see which theme is best, and we will do it. Okay, thanks to Ms. Info as ever. Thanks to you for tuning in. Hop over here if you can, throw a few bucks, and I so appreciate you guys listening. Be safe. Most important, go out and vote. Most important, go out and vote. All right? All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Thanks, everybody. I so appreciate it. I don't want to stop it because it's so nice to see everybody's names.